Welcome to Canadian Driver Knowledge Test, your ultimate guide to mastering Ontario's commercial driving knowledge tests. Get prepared, get confident, and hit the road safely. Subscribe now and start your journey to success. Question 1. What must individuals in Ontario complete before taking their Class A road test? A. A blood test. B. A job search. C. An aptitude test. D. Mandatory entry-level training. The answer is D. Mandatory entry-level training. Question 2. What is the maximum allowable length for a combination of vehicles, except for double-trailer combinations that meet specific requirements for both trailers and the tractor? A. 19 meters. B. 23 meters. C. 21 meters. D. 18 meters. The answer is B. 23 meters. Question 3. What is the minimum age requirement for obtaining a Class A or D license? A. 18. B. 25. C. 19.
D. 21.
The answer is A. 18. Question 4. What does restricted Class A configuration refer to? A. Any combination of truck/tractor and trailer with A. MGVWR of at least 4,600 kilograms with the truck/tractor with air brakes, but not the trailer. B. Any combination of truck/tractor and trailer with A. MGVWR of at least 4,600 kilograms and trailer is equipped with air brakes. C. Any combination of truck/tractor and trailer with A. MGVWR of at least 4,600 kilograms and trailer is not equipped with air brakes. D. None of the above. The answer is C. Any combination of truck/tractor and trailer with A. MGVWR of at least 4,600 kilograms and trailer is not equipped with air brakes. Question 5. All vehicles, including their loads, are limited to a maximum height of how many meters? A. 3.75 meters. B. 4.35 meters. C. 4.15 meters. D. 3.95 meters. The answer is C. 4.15 meters. Question 6. A Class D driver's license allows you to drive a motor vehicle that exceeds how many kilograms in gross weight or registered gross weight? A. 10,000 kilograms.
B 46,000 Kilogramm.
C. 13,200 kilograms. D. 11,000 kilograms. The answer is D. 11,000 kilograms. Question 7. Commercial motor vehicles are restricted to a maximum width of how many meters? A. 3.2 meters. B. 2.4 meters. C. 2.6 meters. D. 2.1 meters. The answer is C. 2.6 meters. Question 8. For how long do items stay on an operator's CVOR record from the date of the offense? A. 5 years. B. 4 years. C. 3 years. D. 2 years. The answer is A. 5 years. Question 9. What is the Commercial Vehicle Operator Registration, CVOR? A. The registration system that tracks the safety performance of solely Class A truck operations in Ontario. B. The registration system that tracks the safety performance of truck and bus operations in Ontario. C. The registration system that tracks the safety performance of solely Class D truck operations in Ontario. D. None of the above. The answer is B. The registration system that tracks the safety performance of truck and bus operations in Ontario. Question 10. Semi-trailers are limited to a maximum length of how many meters? A. 12.8 meters, 42 feet. B. 13.7 meters, 45 feet. C. 14.65 meters, 48 feet. D. 12.19 meters, 40 feet. The answer is C. 14.65 meters, 48 feet. Question 11. What type of license is issued to a driver who operates a vehicle that does not meet the requirements for a full Class A vehicle, and what limitations does this impose? A. An A license. B. An AR license. C. An A+ license. D. An RA license. The answer is B. An AR license. Question 12. When is your medical practitioner or optometrist legally required to report to the licensing authorities? A. Anytime you are feeling ill. B. After making an appointment with them. C. Any physical, neurological, cardiovascular, or other medical condition that might affect your safe operation of a motor vehicle. D. None of the above. The answer is C. Any physical, neurological, cardiovascular, or other medical condition that might affect your safe operation of a motor vehicle. Question 13. Who is responsible for applying for a CVOR certificate? A. The carrier. B. The MTO. C. The driver. D. The lead mechanic. The answer is A. The carrier. Question 14. What does gross weight mean by definition? A. The weight of the load alone. B. The weight of the vehicle before it's loaded. C. The weight of the vehicle without a trailer attached. D. The combined weight of vehicle and load. The answer is D. The combined weight of vehicle and load. Question 15. If a driver completes a Class A road test using a vehicle that does not meet the full Class A requirements, which license will they be issued? A. A Class D license. B. A Class G license. C. An AR, a restricted, license. D. A Class A learner's license. The answer is C. An AR, a restricted, license. Question 16. Who must provide training for drivers transporting dangerous goods? A. Their current employer. B. MTO inspector. C. Dangerous goods supplier. D. Vehicle owner. The answer is A. Their current employer. Question 17. What is used to indicate that an air brake endorsement is required on a driver's license for operating any air brake-equipped motor vehicle? AQ, BP,
C, Z.
DS. The answer is CZ. Question 18. Which of these is not necessary to qualify for a Class A or D license? A. Must hold a full license for a minimum of 5 years. B. Hold a valid Ontario Class G or higher license or equivalent. C. Provide a satisfactory medical certificate on application and periodically thereafter. D. Meet vision standards. The answer is A. Must hold a full license for a minimum of 5 years. Question 19. Who among the following is not responsible for the weight of the commercial vehicle and may be charged with an offense? A. Drivers. B. Operators. C. Shippers. D. Lead mechanics. The answer is D. Lead mechanics. Question 20. A CVOR certificate is required to operate trucks with a registered or actual weight over how many kilograms? A. 4,600 kilograms.
B 4,500 Kilogramm.
C. 10,000 kilograms. D. 11,000 kg. The answer is B. 4,500 kilograms. Question 21. What happens to the certificate after completing dangerous goods training? A. It's sent to the MTO. B. It's displayed in the office. C. The driver must carry it. D. None of the above. The answer is C. The driver must carry it. Question 22. A Class A driver's license allows you to drive a motor vehicle and towed vehicles where the combined gross weight of the towed vehicles exceeds how many kilograms? A. 10,000 kilograms.
B 13,200 Kilogramm.
C. 11,000 kilograms. D. 4,600 kilograms. The answer is D. 4,600 kilograms. Question 23. Which of the following is not a factor in determining the gross allowable weight of a commercial vehicle? A. The size of axles. B. The size of the tires. C. The type of suspension. D. The distance between the axles. The answer is A. The size of axles. Question 24. What is referred to as registered gross weight? A. The weight of the trailer alone. B. The weight of the vehicle when it was first reported to the MTO. C. The weight of the vehicle when it came from the manufacturer. D. The weight for which a permit has been issued under the HTA based upon the weight of the vehicle or combination of vehicles and load. The answer is D. The weight for which a permit has been issued under the HTA based upon the weight of the vehicle or combination of vehicles and load. Question 25. If you refuse to stop at a weigh station when instructed, what are the potential consequences? A. 15 days. B. 7 days. C. 45 days. D. 30 days. The answer is D. 30 days. Question 26. What is the maximum distance you can drive from the point where cargo was loaded before needing to inspect its securement? A. 100 kilometers. B. 80 kilometers. C. 60 kilometers. D. 120 kilometers. The answer is B. 80 kilometers. Question 27. How often should wheel fasteners be retorqued to ensure they remain secure? A. Between 40 kilometers and 60 kilometers after installation. B. Between 80 kilometers and 160 kilometers after installation. C. Between 200 kilometers and 280 kilometers after installation. D. They don't. The answer is B. Between 80 kilometers and 160 kilometers after installation. Question 28. When serious violations are identified, what is typically the next step? A. It is reported to the vehicle owner and repaired at end of the trip. B. The vehicle is driven to the mechanic and they deal with it. C. The vehicle is taken out of service. D. The driver can only drive within city limits. The answer is C. The vehicle is taken out of service. Question 29. What distance from their base might drivers be exempt from daily log requirements while still needing to comply with all hours of service regulations?
A 90 chilometri.
B. 120 kilometers. C. 140 kilometers. D. 160 kilometers. The answer is D. 160 kilometers. Question 30. Which of the following is not a procedure involved in the process of uncoupling a trailer for Class A vehicles? A. Position truck/tractor and trailer units. Check trailer alignment and height. B. Engage fifth wheel and test or engage truck coupling device and trailer connection point. C. Inspect fifth wheel, coupling device, air/electrical lines, chain hook points and connections. D. Unlock fifth wheel. The answer is D. Unlock fifth wheel. Question 1. What is meant by hitting the pin in the context of coupling a trailer? Place the transmission in reverse and then partially release the clutch to move the power unit backward in a short, sharp motion. B. Using a small sledge, loosen the pin. C. Place the transmission in the lowest gear and then partially release the clutch to move the power unit in a short, sharp motion. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Place the transmission in reverse and then partially release the clutch to move the power unit backward in a short, sharp motion. Question 2. What are standard color codes used for air hoses in the industry? A. Green and yellow. B. Blue and yellow. C. Blue and red. D. Black and red. The answer is C. Blue and red. Question 3. Which of the following is not a procedure when uncoupling a fifth wheel on a tractor trailer? Ensure the fifth wheel is not in contact with the trailer and the tractor frame is still under the trailer. B. Pull the tractor forward far enough to disengage the fifth wheel. C. Apply tractor parking brakes and place transmission in neutral. D. Place the vehicle in reserve and move it back slightly. The answer is D. Place the vehicle in reserve and move it back slightly. Question 4. What is the primary cause for a commercial vehicle being put out of service? A. Broken piston. B. Broken wheel hub. C. Out of adjustment air brakes. D. Low compression. The answer is C. Out of adjustment air brakes. Question 5. Is conducting a daily inspection mandatory according to the Highway Traffic Act? A yes. B. Only for Class D vehicles. C. No. D. Only for Class A vehicles. The answer is A. Yes. Question 6. What is the minimum tread depth in millimeters required for the rear tire of a motor vehicle measured in two adjacent tread grooves? A. 1.5 millimeters. B. 2.5 millimeters. C. 1.8 millimeters. D. 0.5 millimeters. The answer is A. 1.5 millimeters. Question 7. For a motor vehicle with a gross vehicle rating over 4,500 kilograms, what is the minimum tread depth required for the front tires measured in two adjacent tread grooves? A. 3.5 millimeters. B. 2.5 millimeters. C. 3 millimeters. D. 2 millimeters. The answer is C. 3 millimeters. Question 8. How often is a driver required to complete a vehicle inspection? A. 48-hour period. B. 24-hour period. C. 12-hour period. D. 18-hour period. The answer is B. 24-hour period. Question 9. What documentation accompanies an annual inspection certificate and an annual inspection record? A. A medallion. B. A completion letter. C. An annual inspection sticker. D. None of the above. The answer is C. An annual inspection sticker. Question 10. For how much overhang is a driver required to place a red flag at the end of a load? A. 1 meter. B. 3 meters. C. 1.5 meters. D. 2.5 meters. The answer is C. 1.5 meters. Question 11. During a pre-trip inspection, If a minor defect is found, what actions should a driver take? A. Record the defect on the inspection report and report the defect to the operator. B. Repair it. C. Inform the employer. D. Record the defect on the inspection report and fix it. The answer is A. Record the defect on the inspection report and report the defect to the operator. Question 12. Who is responsible for ensuring that the cargo is evenly balanced and securely fastened to prevent shifting? A. The carrier. B. The driver. C. The shipper. D. All of the above. The answer is B. The driver. Question 13. If a driver operates within a 160 kilometers radius from their starting point and returns there by the end of the day, they may be exempt from carrying what? A. A dangerous goods certificate. B. All of the above. C. A CVOR. D. A daily log. The answer is D. A daily log. Question 14. What is another word for free play in the steering system? A. Pull. B. Lag. C. Shift. D. Lash. The answer is D. Lash. Question 15. The daily inspection is conducted in accordance with what regulations or guidelines? A. Vehicle manufacturer's guidelines. B. An inspection schedule. C. Driver's discretion. D. The company policy. The answer is B. An inspection schedule. Question 16. What is the most effective way for drivers to ensure their vehicle is in safe operating condition? A. Repairing anything broken after it happens. B. Performing a monthly inspection. C. Performing a daily inspection. D. Performing an annual inspection. The answer is C. Performing a daily inspection. Question 17. Which of the following is not necessary to ensure that a unit remains stationary when parked? A. Set parking brakes. B. Block the unit by placing chocks or blocks on the rear wheel, front and back of wheel, on one or both sides of the unit or trailer. C. Under no circumstances should a driver use the trailer hand valve or the tractor protection valve to hold a parked unit. D. Leave the vehicle in the lowest gear or neutral. The answer is D. Leave the vehicle in the lowest gear or neutral. Question 18. Just before coming to a complete stop, why should you slightly release the brakes? A. To avoid a jerk and rebound. B. To avoid locking your wheels. C. To rebuild the air pressure. D. To avoid a jerk and rebound. The answer is A. To avoid a jerk and rebound. Question 19. According to hours of service regulations, what is the minimum number of off-duty hours required for a driver each day? A. 8 hours. B. 10 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 12 hours. The answer is B. 10 hours. Question 20. Following a minimum of 8 hours off-duty, what is the maximum number of driving hours a driver is allowed? A. 8 hours. B. 10 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 13 hours. The answer is D. 13 hours. Question 21. After having at least 8 hours off-duty, what is the maximum number of consecutive on-duty hours a driver can have before they are prohibited from driving? 8 hours, 10 hours, 14 hours, 6 hours. The answer is D. 14 hours. Question 22. For a first offense at a commercial vehicle impound program inspection station, what is the impound period for a vehicle found to have critical defects? A. 7 days. B. 30 days. C. 10 days. D. 15 days. The answer is D. 15 days. Question 23. Within a 7-day period, what is the maximum number of on-duty hours a driver can accumulate before they are restricted from driving? A. 90 hours. B. 80 hours. C. 70 hours. D. 75 hours. The answer is C. 70 hours. Question 24. A driver may only switch the cycle they are on if they meet which conditions? A. They start a new cycle. B. They are taking over from another driver. C. It has been requested by their employer. D. All of the above. The answer is A. They start a new cycle. Question 25. If the same vehicle is found with critical defects within a 2-year period, what is the impoundment period? A. 15 days. B. 10 days. C. 30 days. D. 60 days. The answer is C. 30 days. Question 26. In a 14-day period, a driver cannot drive after being on duty for more than how many hours? A. 140 hours. B. 150 hours. C. 160 hours. D. 120 hours. The answer is D. 120 hours. Question 27. Check the brakes immediately after getting the vehicle underway. Within at least how many minutes or distance? A. 50 meters. B. 15 meters. C. 30 meters. D. 25 meters. The answer is B. 15 meters. Question 28. Aside from buses, which types of vehicles are subject to hours of service regulations? A. Commercial motor vehicles having gross weight or registered gross weight over 4,500 kilograms. B. Any vehicle where you're able to earn a living. C. Commercial motor vehicles having gross weight or registered gross weight over 11,000 kilograms. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Commercial motor vehicles having gross weight or registered gross weight over 4,500 kilograms. Question 29. What steps should you take if the low air pressure warning device activates? A. Place the vehicle in the highest gear. B. Shift to neutral and let the engine idle at 900 RPM to build up pressure. C. Avoiding touching the brakes to give them time to build up pressure. D. Stop immediately in the safest available place and correct the loss of air pressure before proceeding. The answer is D. Stop immediately in the safest available place and correct the loss of air pressure before proceeding. Question 30. When should you avoid activating the differential lock? A. When the wheels are spinning. B. When the warning light is illuminated. C. When the wheels are stationary. D. When the warning gauge says not to. The answer is A. When the wheels are spinning. Question 1. A third or subsequent offense within the same 2-year period will result in an impoundment period of what duration? A. 120 days. B. 30 days. C. 60 days. D. 90 days. The answer is C. 60 days. Question 2. On any given day, all drivers must have a period of at least how many consecutive hours off duty within the preceding 14 days? A. 24. B. 18. C. 12.
D. 28.
The answer is A. 24. Question 3. When climbing a steep hill and your speed decreases, what action should you take? A. Shift into a lower gear. B. Activate your four-way flashers. C. Drive with your left signal on to indicate to others they should pass. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Activate your four-way flashers. Question 4. The interaxle differential lock is used on which types of vehicles? A. Fire trucks. B. Vehicles with tandem rear axles. C. Tandem trailers only. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Vehicles with tandem rear axles. Question 5. If approved, the Ministry of Transportation will provide an Hours of Service Exemption Certificate that grants full exemption from hours of service requirements until when? A. The load is delivered. B. The end of 30 days. C. The round trip after the load is delivered. D. The end of the calendar year. The answer is A. The load is delivered. Question 6. Why is it important to shift into a lower gear when descending long, steep hills? A. It saves time. B. This will help control your speed and you won't have to brake as sharply. C. Better fuel consumption. D. All of the above. The answer is B. This will help control your speed and you won't have to brake as sharply. Question 7. To begin a new cycle, a driver on the 7-day cycle must take how many consecutive hours off duty? A. 36. B. 48. C. 32.
D. 24.
The answer is A. 36. Question 8. In a combination of vehicles, such as a truck tractor and semi-trailer, what does balance braking refer to? A. When the front brakes are applied at the same time as the rear brakes. B. When the trailer brakes are applied with the truck brakes using the foot control valve. C. When the driver uses gradual pressure to apply the brakes. D. None of the above. The answer is B. When the trailer brakes are applied with the truck brakes using the foot control. Question 9. What is the required number of consecutive hours off duty for a driver to initiate a new 14-day cycle? A. 60. B. 72. C. 36.
D. 48.
The answer is B. 72. Question 10. What is the main tool for managing speed on long, Steep grades. A. Engine brakes. B. Riding the brakes. C. Shifting to neutral. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Question 11. Why is it advisable to use a guide when backing up a vehicle? A. They can let you know if you've hit something. B. They can help you by watching the area into which you are backing and by keeping an eye on your blind spot zone. C. They can assist you with steering input to reach your destination. D. All of the above. The answer is B. They can help you by watching the area into which you are backing and by keeping an eye on your blind spot zone. Question 12. On a road without a median strip, when must you stop for a school bus with its upper lights flashing? A. When approaching in all directions. B. When approaching a cross street. C. If you are coming from behind the bus. D. All of the above. The answer is C. If you are coming from behind the bus. Question 13. When stopped for a school bus with its upper lights flashing, how long must you remain stopped? A. When the bus begins to move again. B. Until the arm folds away and all lights stop flashing. C. Until the arm folds away and no traffic is approaching. D. When the stop sign stops flashing. The answer is B. Until the arm folds away and all lights. Question 14. When using a guide to assist with backing up, what should the driver and guide do to ensure clear communication? A. In front of the truck. B. On the passenger side at the rear. C. In a position to see you and the area to the rear of your vehicle clearly. D. Anywhere you ask them. The answer is D. Question 15. When stopping at railway crossings, how far from the nearest rail or gate should you stop? A. At least 5 meters. B. At least 3 meters. C. At least 10 meters. D. At least 4 meters. The answer is A. At least Question 16. How many demerit points do you receive for failing to stop for a stop school bus? A7, B3, C6, D4. The answer is C. Question 17. What should you check to ensure you don't stop on railway tracks? Make sure you have enough room to cross the tracks completely before you begin to cross. B. Place the gears in the highest gear possible. C. Keep your momentum moving. D. All of the above. The answer is A. Make sure you have enough room to cross the tracks completely before you begin to cross. Question 18. What should you do if you're unable to maintain the traffic speed? A. Turn off your lights. B. Activate your hazard lights. C. Take a different route. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Activate your hazard lights. Question 19. How long does it typically take for a train to stop when applying full emergency braking? A. Up to 3 kilometers. B. 750 meters. C. 500 meters. D. Up to 2 kilometers. The answer is D. Up to 2 kilometers. Question 20. What factors contribute to a larger off-track in a vehicle? The greater the distance, wheelbase, between the front wheels and the rear wheels of the vehicle. B. The size of the tires. C. When the truck has a tandem tire. D. The sharpness of the turn. The answer is A. The greater the distance, wheelbase, between the front wheels and the rear wheels. Question 21. Under what conditions are drivers allowed to continue moving at pedestrian crossovers? A. Once the pedestrian is halfway across the road. B. Once the pedestrian has walked past your lane. C. When pedestrians are completely across the road. D. When the lights stop flashing. The answer is C. When pedestrians are completely. Question 22. If you are driving a tractor-trailer on a narrow street, what should you do to make a right turn without having the rear wheels of your unit mount the curb? A. Use some or all of the left lane. B. Signal early to warn drivers and pedestrians. C. Approach the turn in oncoming traffic. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Use some or all of the left lane. Question 23. For vehicles manufactured in 1995 or newer, what is the minimum manufacturer's gross vehicle weight rating, MGVWR, at which speed limiters must be applied? A. 11,000 or less. B. 11,794 or more. C. 10,000 or less.
D. 4500.
The answer is B. 11,794 or more. Question 24. When approaching a stopped school bus with its upper lights flashing, what is the minimum distance you must stop behind the bus? A. 18 meters. B. 20 meters. C. 15 meters. D. 25 meters. The answer is B. 20 meters. Question 25. What is not a required step before crossing railway tracks? A. Flash your hazard lights to warn other traffic you will be slowing. B. Listen. C. Look both ways. D. Slow down. The answer is A. Flash your hazard lights to warn other traffic you will be slowing. Question 26. When performing an alley dock maneuver, which side is recommended for backing? A. The driver's side. B. Either side is fine as long as you have a clear view. C. The passenger side. D. Either side proved you have sounded the horn first. The answer is A. The driver's side. Question 27. Before backing up, which of the following is not a recommended precaution? A. Exit the vehicle and walk around to examine the area into which you must back. Look for overhead obstacles or wires, side clearances, pedestrians, or objects in your path of travel. B. Turn off phone/radio. Close the windows to reduce fumes from entering the cab. C. Remember to use both rear-view mirrors. Keep in mind the blind spot on the rear, as vision is limited. D. Activate four-way flashers and sound horn. The answer is B. Turn off phone/radio. Close the windows to reduce fumes from entering the cab. Question 28. What is the maximum speed, in km/h, to which the speed limiting system of commercial motor vehicles should be set? A. 95 km per hour. B. 100 km per hour.
C. 110 km/h. D. 105 km/h.
The answer is D. 105 km per hour. Question 29. When being passed by a smaller vehicle while driving a larger commercial vehicle, what actions can you take to help ensure the smaller vehicle passes safely? A. Keep your speed to help that driver with their timing. B. Speed up slightly to match the flow of traffic. C. Slow down enough to allow the vehicle to fit in quickly and safely in front of you. D. Put on your hazard lights. The answer is C. Slow down enough to allow the vehicle to fit in quickly and safely in front of you. Question 30. Which types of vehicles are required to stop at railway crossings that lack gates, signal lights, or stop signs? A. Police vehicles. B. Taxis. C. Buses and other public vehicles. D. Ambulances. The answer is C. Buses and other public vehicles. Question 1. Which of the following is not a recommended safety tip for driving in snow? A. Increase your following distance and brake early. B. Use high-beam headlights to make your vehicle more visible. C. Slow down gradually and drive at a speed that suits the conditions. D. Remain patient. The answer is B. Use high-beam headlights to make your vehicle more visible. Question 2. What should you do when a bus in a bus bay signals that it is about to re-enter traffic and you are in the adjacent lane? A. Pass the bus safely so it can enter behind you. B. Nothing in particular. C. You must allow the bus to re-enter traffic. D. Watch to ensure the bus does not cut you off. The answer is C. You must allow the bus to re-enter traffic. Question 3. Threshold braking is typically used with what type of vehicle? A. Most tractor-trailers. B. A vehicle that is not equipped with ABS. C. A fire vehicle. D. All of the above. The answer is B. A vehicle that is not equipped with ABS. Question 4. Are larger vehicles permitted to drive on the central apron of a roundabout? A. No. B. Only if a vehicle next to them forces them onto it. C. Only to wait for passing emergency vehicles. D. Yes. The answer is D. Yes. Question 5. How does an anti-lock braking system, ABS, function? A. It holds the locked wheel in place. B. A quick drop in wheel speed indicates potential wheel lock and causes the brake force to be reduced to that wheel. C. It pumps the brakes on all wheels at the same time. D. None of the above. The answer is B. A quick drop in wheel speed indicates potential wheel lock and causes the brake force to be reduced to that wheel. Question 6. When should you switch to low-beam headlights when approaching an oncoming vehicle? A. 60. B. 100. C. 90.
D. 150.
The answer is D. 150. Question 7. What does it mean to overdrive your headlights? A. When one of your headlights goes out on a dark highway. B. When your headlights fail to see around a curve. C. When your stopping distance is farther than you can see with your headlights. D. None of the above. The answer is C. When your stopping distance is farther than you can see with your headlights. Question 8. Which of the following is not considered a type of bus bay you might encounter? A. Mid-block indented bays. B. Bays within a parking lot. C. Indentations immediately before and after intersections. D. Bus stop areas between two designated parking areas. The answer is B. Bays within a parking lot. Question 9. After driving through a flooded area, what speed should you drive at to test and dry out your brakes? A. 40 kilometers per hour. B. 50 kilometers per hour.
C. 80 km/h. D. 20 km/h.
The answer is B. 50 kilometers per hour. Question 10. What issues can arise from driving through a large puddle? A. A puddle could splash a pedestrian walking nearby. B. A puddle may cause your vehicle to hydroplane. C. A puddle can hide a large pothole that could damage your vehicle or its suspension or flatten a tire. D. All of the above. The answer is C. A puddle can hide a large pothole that could damage your vehicle or its suspension or flatten a tire. Question 11. What is the typical maximum speed for most tractors, combines, and farm vehicles? A. 10 kilometers per hour. B. 40 kilometers per hour.
C. 30 km/h. D. 60 km/h.
The answer is B. 40 kilometers per hour. Question 12. When encountering oncoming vehicles with bright headlights at night, what actions can you take to minimize the glare? A. Look immediately to the front right of your vehicle at the lane making to help stay in your lane. B. Look up and beyond and slightly to the right of the oncoming lights. C. Look just ahead of your vehicle. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Look up and beyond and slightly to the right of the oncoming lights. Question 13. What is hydroplaning? When the water on the road gets dispersed through the tire tread. B. When the tires drip better on wet roads. C. When your tires ride on top of the water. D. None of the above. The answer is C. When your tires ride on top of the water. Question 14. When driving at night on a dark road, what factors might mislead you into thinking you can see further ahead than you actually can? A. Flat sections of the road. B. Going downhill. C. Reflective road signs. D. New headlights. The answer is C. Reflective road signs. Question 15. What should you do if you are inside a roundabout and hear an emergency vehicle approaching? A. Stop immediately. B. Stop immediately if in the right lane. C. Change lanes in the roundabout to the right and stop. D. Continue to your intended exit and proceed beyond the traffic island before pulling over. The answer is D. Continue to your intended exit and proceed beyond the traffic island before pulling over. Question 16. What is the recommended minimum distance to maintain between your vehicle and a cyclist when passing? A. 1 car width minimum. B. 1 meter minimum. C. 2 meters minimum. D. 30 centimeters minimum. The answer is B. 1 meter minimum. Question 17. Persons operating mobility devices, motorized wheelchairs, and medical scooters should be given the same consideration as whom or what on the road? A. Motorized vehicles. B. Pedestrians. C. Cyclists. D. All of the above. The answer is B. Pedestrians. Question 18. Studies have shown that collisions involving drowsiness are more likely to occur at what time of day? A. 24 hours. B. After breakfast hour. C. After dinner hour. D. During late night/early morning hours or late afternoon. The answer is D. During late night/early morning hours or late afternoon. Question 19. Why should you avoid using your horn unnecessarily when overtaking a cyclist? A. It will annoy them. B. It causes road rage. C. It may frighten them and cause them to lose control. D. All of the above. The answer is C. It may frighten them and cause them to lose control. Question 20. Driving on country roads at night, when should you switch to low-beam headlights? A. When you come to a curve or hilltop. B. Before you go up a hill. C. When stopped. D. All of the above. The answer is A. When you come to a curve or hilltop. Question 21. If you are caught driving in fog, which of the following is not a recommended safety tip? A. Make sure the full lighting system of your vehicle is turned on. B. Slow down gradually and drive at a speed that suits the conditions. C. Be patient. D. Follow the vehicle ahead closely so you can use their taillights to see better. The answer is D. Follow the vehicle ahead closely so you can use their taillights to see better. Question 22. How can you identify a snow removal vehicle from a distance of 150 meters? A. They are equipped with flashing blue lights. B. They are typically much taller than other larger vehicles. C. They have a yellow beacon flashing on the top of the vehicle. D. They are equipped with a large sign at the rear of the vehicle. The answer is A. They are equipped with flashing blue lights. Question 23. Are you permitted to enter or cross a bike lane when turning right at a corner or driveway? A. Yes. B. It is illegal. C. Only if forced to because of oncoming traffic. D. No. The answer is A. Yes. Question 24. Does an anti-lock braking system, ABS, help the vehicle stop more quickly? A. Yes. B. When braking at moderate speeds. C. Only on wet roads. D. No. The answer is D. No. Question 25. What should you check before opening your door if you are parked on the side of the road? A. Signal left. B. Tap your horn. C. Look behind you and check your mirrors and blind spots for a passing cyclist. D. Nothing. The answer is C. Look behind you and check your mirrors and blind spots for a passing cyclist. Question 26. At an intersection with no signs or traffic lights, who has the right-of-way? A. Any vehicle approaching from the right. B. The smallest vehicle. C. Any vehicle approaching from the left. D. The vehicle coming from the west. The answer is A. Any vehicle approaching from the right. Question 27. If you're feeling stressed while driving, which of the following is not a recommended way to manage the stress? A. Get fresh air. B. Listening to relaxing music. C. Breathing deeply and slowly. D. Take calming medication. The answer is D. Take calming medication. Question 28. What is the standard shape for warning signs? A. Square. B. Rectangular. C. Circular. D. Diamond. The answer is D. Diamond. Question 29. Which of the following is least likely to cause a truck fire? Overheated brakes, either from misuse or maladjustment. B. Short circuits in the electrical system. C. Running with a soft tire. D. A new fuel system, pump, filter, tanks, or lines. The answer is D. A new fuel system, pump, filter, tanks, or lines. Question 1. What should you do if your view of the road is obstructed by a hill, curve, or other obstacle within 150 meters? A. An additional warning signal should be placed to give ample warning to other highway users. B. Contact a tow company to move it if it can't be moved on its own. C. Move the vehicle to a more visible location. D. None of the above. The answer is DA. An additional warning signal should be placed to give ample warning to other highway users. Question 2. What markings are required for vehicles or loads that exceed the dimensions set by Section 109 of the Highway Traffic Act? A. An additional warning signal should be placed to give ample warning to other highway users. B. Long blue flags. C. Nothing. D. Bright red or orange warning flags. The answer is D. Bright red or orange warning flags. Question 3. What is the minimum distance in both directions that you should ensure is visible before parking or leaving your vehicle on a roadway? A. 100. B. 125. C. 150.
D. 90.
The answer is B. 125. Question 4. If you encounter a large animal while driving, which of the following actions is not recommended? A. Stay in your vehicle. B. Attempt to drive around them. C. Be alert for other animals that may be with the one you've seen. D. Slow down and sound your horn. The answer is B. Attempt to drive around them. Question 5. Every driver involved in a collision must do what? Stay at the scene or return to it immediately and give all possible assistance. B. Avoid contact with the other driver. C. Call authorities once back on the road. D. All of the above. The answer is A. Stay at the scene or return to it immediately and give all possible assistance. Question 6. Is it important for commercial vehicle drivers to understand fire prevention and basic firefighting techniques? A. No. B. Only those who drive a fire vehicle. C. Yes. D. Only those who drive air brake-equipped vehicles. The answer is C. Yes. Question 7. What does an animal crossing sign indicate to drivers? A. To show the animals where to cross. B. To warn drivers of the danger of large animals, such as moose, deer, or cattle, crossing the road. C. To warn drivers there may be animal carcasses on the road. D. All of the above. The answer is B. To warn drivers of the danger of large animals, such as moose, deer, or cattle, crossing the road. Question 8. If you are involved in a collision with no injuries, which of the following should you not do? A. Call 911. B. Give all possible help to police or anyone whose vehicle has been damaged. C. Get the names, addresses, and phone numbers of all witnesses. D. Contact your insurance company as soon as possible if you intend to make a claim. The answer is A. Call 911. Question 9. In a speed limit zone exceeding 60 kilometers per hour, if you cannot move your commercial vehicle off the roadway, what is the required distance to place an emergency warning device? A. 30 meters. B. 50 meters. C. 25 meters. D. 75 meters. The answer is A. 30 meters. Question 10. When must you legally report a collision to the police? A. 2000. B. 1000. C. 2500.
D 1500.
The answer is A. 2000. Question 11. Which of the following is not a recommended tip for reducing the likelihood of hitting an animal? A. Watch for shining eyes at the roadside. B. Scan the road ahead from lane marking to lane marking. C. Travel at a safe speed and stay alert. D. Reduce speed in darkness, rain, and fog. The answer is B. Scan the road ahead from lane marking to lane marking. Question 12. Are there any circumstances under which you are permitted to make a left turn on a red light? A. Only from a one-way to a two-way. B. No. C. Only from a one-way road to another one-way road. D. Only from a two-way to a one-way. The answer is C. Only from a one-way road to another one-way road. Question 13. What does a yellow traffic light indicate? A. Speed up. B. Stop if it's safe to do so. C. Maintain speed. D. Slow down. The answer is B. Stop if it's safe to do so. Question 14. If your vehicle is disabled and you cannot move it off the roadway, what is the minimum distance in both directions that must be visible for you to legally leave your vehicle where it is? A. 125. B. 100. C. 75.
D 60.
The answer is A. 125. Question 15. Do commercial drivers have a permanent exemption from regulations regarding the use of a two-way radio, as long as the microphone is securely mounted and within easy reach? A. Only while the vehicle is stopped. B. Only for Class 4 vehicles. C. Yes. D. No. The answer is C. Yes. Question 16. Along with flags, what additional markings or signs must be displayed on the front of an oversized vehicle and the rear of its load? A. Bells. B. A flashing light. C. A large sign. D. None of the above. The answer is C. A large sign. Question 17. Which types of vehicles, besides police, fire, or ambulances, are classified as emergency vehicles when stopped with their flashing lights on? A. Hydro truck. B. Tow truck. C. City repair truck. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Tow truck. Question 18. Even if the damage is minimal, is it still necessary to exchange information with the other driver involved in a collision? A. Yes. B. Only if they were injured. C. Only if they had no insurance. D. No. The answer is A. Yes. Question 19. What types of conditions are not typically addressed by unusual temporary conditions signs? A. Traffic control people on the road. B. Detours. C. Traffic lights out up ahead. D. Lane closures. The answer is C. Traffic lights out up ahead. Question 20. Which of the following is not a recommended tip for reducing driver distractions? A. Identify and preset your vehicle's climate control and audio settings. B. Only eat while driving when traffic flow is light. C. Make it a habit to pull over and park to use your cell phone or have a passenger take the call or let it go to voicemail. Put reading material away. D. If you are tempted to read. The answer is B. Only eat while driving when traffic flow is light. Question 21. What is the minimum distance you must maintain when following a fire vehicle or ambulance traveling in the same direction? A. 120. B. 75. C. 100.
D 150.
The answer is D. 150. Question 22. If you are involved in a collision and someone is injured but you lack first aid training, what steps should you take? A. Use common sense. B. Search your phone for what to do next. C. Do nothing. D. Contact someone who knows what to do. The answer is A. Use common sense. Question 23. What actions can you take to improve the safety of roadside workers when driving near a construction site? A. Put on your hazard lights. B. Slow down to a crawl. C. Change lanes to increase the space between your vehicle and the hazard. D. All of the above. The answer is C. Change lanes to increase the space between your vehicle and the hazard. Question 24. During the backing skills test, what aspects of driving are evaluated? A. Offset backing, left or right, or alley dock, 90-degree backing. B. Straight backing. C. Parallel parking. D. Backing with a guide. The answer is A. Offset backing, left or right, or alley dock, 90-degree backing. Question 25. What are the potential consequences for a commercial driver who tests positive for alcohol or drugs? A. They will receive a warning letter. B. The vehicle will be impounded for 30 days. C. They will face serious penalties, including license suspensions and administrative monetary penalties. D. All of the above. The answer is C. They will face serious penalties, including license suspensions and administrative monetary penalties. Question 27. During the road test, what is the purpose of the daily inspection test? To determine if you have the knowledge and skills required for the safe operation of the vehicle and to identify any of the prescribed minor or major defects as listed. B. To determine how prepared you are. C. To determine if you have the proper schedule for the test. D. None of the above. The answer is A. To determine if you have the knowledge and skills required for the safe operation of the vehicle and to identify any of the prescribed minor or major defects as listed. Question 28. For drivers aged 46 to 64, how frequently must they submit a medical report? A. 3 years. B. 4 years. C. 2 years. D. 5 years. The answer is A. 3 years. Question 29. What are the possible outcomes if you fail, refuse, or are unable to provide a breath sample or complete physical coordination tests? A. You will only be fined. B. You will be charged under the Criminal Code. C. You will be charged under the Highway Traffic Act. D. All of the above. The answer is C. You will be charged under the Highway Traffic Act. Question 30. Can you use Schedule 1 as a guide during the daily inspection test? A. Only if asked prior to the test. B. No. C. When the examiner is out of the vehicle. D. Yes. The answer is D. Yes. Question 1. If your license has been suspended, canceled, or expired for over 3 years, what actions are required to reinstate it? A. Ask for an extension. B. Pay the fees and be given a new license. C. You will be required to reapply for a license in Ontario, including passing all the required tests. D. None of the above. The answer is C. You will be required to reapply for a license in Ontario, including passing all the required tests. Question 2. At what age must drivers with a Class D license pass a vision and knowledge test every 5 years to renew their license? A. 45. B. 65. C. 50.
D. 55.
The answer is B. 65. Question 3. What color is the traffic light for oncoming traffic when you have a flashing green light or a left-pointing green arrow? A. A red light and green arrow. B. A green light. C. A green arrow. D. Red. The answer is D. Red. Question 4. Commercial class license holders must periodically submit a satisfactory medical report to maintain their license. What happens if they fail to do so? A. Lose their license. B. Be given a probationary license. C. Become suspended for 30 days. D. Be downgraded to a Class G license. The answer is D. Be downgraded to a Class G license. Question 5. What actions should you take when traffic lights are not functioning due to an electrical power loss at an intersection? A. Slow down. B. Take charge and go when it's safe to proceed. C. Yield the right-of-way to vehicles in the intersection and to vehicles entering the intersection from your right. D. All of the above. The answer is C. Yield the right-of-way to vehicles in the intersection and to vehicles entering the intersection from your right. Question 6. What does a flashing yellow light indicate? A. Speed up. B. Stop and proceed with caution. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. D. You should drive with caution. The answer is D. You should drive with caution. Question 7. How often must drivers under the age of 46 submit a medical report? A. 3 years. B. 2 years. C. 4 years. D. 5 years. The answer is D. 5 years. Question 8. Demerit points from driving-related offenses remain on your record for how long from the date of the offense? A. 2 years. B. 5 years. C. 1 year. D. 3 years. The answer is A. 2 years. Question 9. Can the police stop any driver to assess if drug testing is necessary? A. Yes. B. No. C. Only if a complaint has been issued. D. Only if a traffic violation has been committed. The answer is A. Yes. Question 10. What does a broken yellow line signify on the road? A. No passing. B. You may pass if the way is clear. C. Pass. D. Accelerate quickly to pass. The answer is B. You may pass if the way is clear. Question 11. In Ontario, after receiving a traffic violation, do you accumulate demerit points or have demerit points deducted? A. Receive. B. It depends on the vehicle you're driving. C. It depends on the infraction. D. Lose. The answer is A. Receive. Question 12. What is the purpose of a traffic beacon? A. A device which monitors the amount of traffic. B. A single flashing light hung over an intersection or placed over signs or on obstacles in the road. C. An electronic device in fire vehicles that changes the color of the traffic lights. D. A traffic camera. The answer is B. A single flashing light hung over an intersection or placed over signs or on obstacles in the road. Question 13. Why are both the exterior and interior portions of the daily inspection test administered using a random selection of items from Schedule 1. A. To save time. B. To keep all tests different. C. To allow the examiner to custom make the test. D. To ensure that you are prepared to inspect all components of the vehicle. The answer is D. To ensure that you are prepared to inspect all components of the vehicle. Question 14. You will receive a notice and a blank medical report form in the mail 3 months before your medical report is due. Which of the following actions would you not need to take? You must go to a doctor and get a medical examination and they complete the form. B. You must submit the form to the Ministry of Transportation, either by mail or in person. C. Taken a written medical test prior to visiting the doctor. D. If you do not file a medical report, your class of license will be downgraded. The answer is C. Taken a written medical test prior to visiting the doctor. Question 15. Which of the following is not included in the Class A or D road test? A. Uncoupling and coupling, Class A. B. Signs and markings test. C. Daily inspection. D. Backing skills test. The answer is B. Signs and markings. Question 16. Drivers aged 65 to 79 with Class A, B, C, D, E, or F licenses are required to pass a vision, knowledge, and road test in the event of an at-fault collision, or what other condition? A. The accumulation of 3 or more demerit points. B. The accumulation of 5 or more demerit points. C. The accumulation of 6 or more demerit points. D. The accumulation of 2 or more demerit points. The answer is A. The accumulation of Question 17. How often must drivers under the age of 80 with Class A, B, C, E, or F licenses pass a vision and knowledge test to renew their license? A. Every 3 years. B. Every year. C. Every 2 years. D. Every 5 years. The answer is D. Question 18. During the daily inspection test, which of the following is not typically inspected? A. Exterior inspection. B. In-cab check. C. Interior inspection. D. Engine interior inspection. The answer is D. engine interior inspection. Question 19. When there is visual evidence suggesting a potential wheel, hub, or bearing failure, how should it be reported? A. Verbally inform the carrier. B. A major defect. C. A minor defect. D. It's not a defect. The answer is B. Question 20. While inspecting the hydraulic brake system, how should you report it if the brake fluid level is below the minimum mark set by the manufacturer? It's not but should inform the carrier. B. Minor. C. It's not if you add some fluid immediately. D. Major. The answer is B. Question 21. When a wheel seal is leaking, what potential issues might arise? A. The wheel bearing can fail. B. The seal could get loose and fall out. C. It could tear the rest of the seal. D. All of the above. The answer is A. The wheel. Question 22. Which of the following is not considered a technique for improving fuel consumption? A. Control your idling. B. Be an RPM miser. C. Get going as quickly as you can. D. Manage your road speed. The answer is C. Get going as quickly. Question 23. A vehicle has a major defect if the air pressure drops more than the prescribed limit of how much in 1 minute for a Class D vehicle? A. 4 psi in 1 minute. B. 2 psi in 1 minute. C. 5 psi in 1 minute. D. 3 psi in 1 minute. The answer is D. 3 psi in 1 minute. Question 24. Under what conditions are commercial vehicles permitted to use the high-occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane? A. They can't. B. When the vehicle is a Class A vehicle. C. When the vehicle is a Class 2 vehicle. D. Commercial motor vehicles must have 2 or more people in the vehicle and be less than 6.5 meters in total length to be in the HOV lane. The answer is D. Commercial motor vehicles must have 2 or more people in the vehicle and be less than 6.5 meters in total length to be in the HOV lane. Question 25. How many backing maneuvers must you complete during the test? A1, B2, C none, D3. The answer is A. Question 26. With some new diesel engines, at approximately what RPM should you downshift and upshift? A. 1200 and 1600 RPM. B. 600 and 900 RPM. C. Whenever you feel it's necessary. D. 800 and 1100 RPM. The answer is A. 1200 and 1600 RPM. Question 27. Which of the following is not an advantage of progressive shifting? A. Saves fuel. B. Decreases noise levels. C. Saves tire wear. D. Reduces equipment wear. The answer is C. Saves tire wear. Question 28. What should the air pressure be when measuring the applied pushrod stroke? A. Below 80 psi. B. Above 90 psi. C. Above 100 psi. D. Above 110 psi. The answer is B. Above 90. Question 29. If the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius, how long should you let your vehicle warm up before starting to drive? A. 7 to 10 minutes. B. 1 minute. C. 3 to 5 minutes. D. 15 minutes. The answer is A. 7 to Question 30. What is the purpose of the backing skills test? A. To show how to use the appropriate skills. B. To show your ability to use a spotter. C. To test skills essential for the safe control of the vehicle while reversing into a desired location. D. None of the above. The answer is C. To test skills essential for the safe control of the vehicle while reversing into a desired location.